Dear students of class 6, once again I am here to take your as usual class. Today we are going to learn the third page of the same chapter. So please listen it carefully and try to understand. Here I am going to begin the new para of the same page. It was not easy to get from Beham to our village, and we had to walk 25 kilometers carrying all our things. So here we come to know, in our last class we had been knowing that the girl Malala along with her family, Dr. Afzal's family and Safina's family, all of them were together. They were in a journey. They had left their home place, their homeland, and they were going to other safety place in order to seek shelter, because you know the reason very well. They had been victimized by the Talibani persons at that moment, so that is why they were bound to take shelter to other safety region. So that is why they were in their journey ahead. So finally they had reached certain place named Besham. So now from there more they had to advance almost 25 kilometers ahead by carrying all their goods and luggages with themselves. At one point we were stopped by the army while they were in their journey. In the middle of their journey, once they were even stopped by the army people, okay, who told us we could go no further and must turn back. The army people suggested them that they were not allowed to go ahead. Now they had to go back to their same earlier place. This is how the army people told them. Our home is in Sangla. Where we will go? We begged. But here, what did the whole family members begged in front of the army people? That our home is at Sangla. How we will go back now? We have to reach to Sangla. This is how the entire family members, those who were in the journey, begged in front of the army people. Even my grandmother started crying. So in this way, as grandmother also, she starts crying here in the meantime. Finally they let us through. In this way the army people also might have realized really these people are in sorrow, in distress, in trouble. That is why they are shifting from one region to other. So knowing the conditions very well, the army people let them go ahead in their journey. They allowed them. The army and their machine guns were everywhere. Because of the curfew and the checkpoints, there was not one other vehicles on the road that didn't belong to the military. So, as you know it very well, that because of at that time the Talibani activities were very much commonly it is happening at that moment in those regions. Because of that, everywhere only the army people could be seen and found, and along with the army people, everywhere the machine guns of the army were to be seen. And at the same time, because of the curfew and the checkpoints, everywhere the checkpoints of army people had been made, and the curfew was in progress at the same time, and only the vehicles that could be seen plowing on the roads were maximum the army people's vehicles only. The local vehicles and the public vehicles were very less in number to be seen on the roads. So this was the circumstance and situations, children. We were afraid that the army wouldn't know we were and would shoot us. Poor children, the entire family members, they were in afraidness. Why? Because the army people would not recognize him, who were they and where they were coming from, what were their problems, what were their difficulties, isn't it? So regarding that, maybe the army people would not know it, and they may have any kind of knowledge about it and may shoot them also. This is a kind of fear was there in the mind of these children as well as the entire family members, those who were traveling in this way in the van. This is what we come to learn in these paragraphs of the story, children. We stayed in our mother's village, Kashat. In this way, the family members, the entire family members, they happens to stay in their mother's village first. The name of that village was Karshat, okay, with my uncle Faiz Muhammad and his family. I was happy to be with my cousin Sumbul. Here, the little girl Malala, she was now quite feeling well. She was quite happier now. Why? Because she had been able to find one friend with her, at least, whose name was her cousin, whose name was Sambul, who is a year older than me. And Sambul was just 1 year older than herself. Once we were settled, I started going to school with her. I was in year 6 but started in year 7 to be with Sambul. In this way, she now here relates her past moments, past days, how she had passed the days with Sambul, isn't it? And how she was in year 6 and standard in year 7 to be with Sambul. This is how she relates her past moments, how she had spent with Sambul in the earlier time. It took over half an hour to walk to school. My uncle gave me pocket money to buy snacks at school. In those times when they were all together going to their schools, sometimes uncle used to give them pocket money to buy some snacks, to buy some eatable things, requirement, whatever they would be needed at that moment. Isn't it? This is how she is now relating the past stories here. My uncle gave me pocket money to buy snacks at school. They sold cucumbers and watermelon, not sweets and crisps like in Mingoda. In this way, she now here explains everything, whatever it used to happen in those times, in the earlier moment, how the time used to be when she used to be going to the school, how the school atmosphere was so suitable with her, with the help of those pocket money which it would have been provided by her uncle, how she used to use those pocket money to buy sometimes watermelon, sometimes cucumber, sometimes sweets and crispy eatable things. Those times and those moments she tries to remember here. At this time, at this moment, when she happens to meet with whom? With the girl called, who was her cousin named Sambul. So this is what we come to know in this paragraph too. Now we move on to the next para, children. One day at school there was a parents' day and prize giving ceremony. So here the little girl Malala wants to relate one of the incident which it had happened in her school. It was a parents' day occasion where a prize giving ceremony was also held. I read a poem about working hard to achieve your heart's desire. She had recited a poem related to hard work, whatever the hard work you do, and after that hard work, what you get the reward for it. Regarding this particular matter, she had recited a very beautiful poem in that particular occasion, which it had been going on in the school. A diamond must be cut many times before it yields even a tiny jewel, I said. So in this way, she had portrayed a very beautiful poem, a very beautiful message that she had been able to give to the others by reciting this particular poem, that how a diamond must be cut many times before it yields even a tiny jewel. So many times a solid diamond is required to be cut into many pieces. It is required to do a very hard work in order to make a very beautiful piece of ornament from that particular diamond. So this is what the message that she had been able to portray in front of all the audience, and how this particular thought of the child was appreciated by all. For that, the reward giving ceremony was also held. So this is what she likes to hear relate, that particular moment which it had happened in that particular day in the school, which was a ceremony which it was held. This is what she likes to relate here, children. It was nice being with my cousins, but I missed my books. It was so nice to remain with cousins, to be there present in that particular occasion. She was really enjoying it. She was really having a lot of fun in it. The only thing that she was missing at the moment was her books, which she had not been able to carry it with her. She had left it behind. That is why she was missing her books very much here. I kept thinking of my school bag at home with copies of Oliver Twist and Romeo and Juliet waiting to be read. In this way, along with her school books, her favorite book, her copies, school bag, everything that she was missing at the moment. She was also missing those copies of Oliver Twist and also the Romeo and Juliet copies, which was in that bag itself, and that whole bag was left behind. This is how she now here expresses her grief, that how she had been really feeling bad, missing a lot of those all books and copies and bag which was not with her at the moment, dear children. But now we were living our own drama. We had been no happy. Then something very bad had come into our lives and we were now waiting for our happy ending. In this way, the situation had changed, the circumstances had arisen in such a way that no such happiness, no such delightful moment which it was earlier with them, now it was no more remaining with them. That is why only the ray of hope that at this moment they were believing that the day may change, this day may end, the days which were at the moment in progress may come to its end one day. Once again they would find a very similar happy and enjoyable life once more again in their life at the end. This is what the little girl Malala here expects, that this type of life which they were all living, definitely the end of this life will come sure one day. This is what she hopes and believes. That is what we come to learn in this particular paragraph of the story, children. We move on to the last para of this page, children. After we had been in Sangla for about 6 weeks, my father said we could travel to Peshawar. In this way, altogether, they happened to stay here in the city of Sangla for about 6 weeks. After remaining for 6 weeks here, the father makes a call to the entire family to come to his place, that Peshawar, where he was living at the moment. It was very emotional to see him again. The entire family members, when they come to know that the father has called them all to his place, now they had an opportunity to meet with father, to stay with the father who was the head of the family. The entire members, they were found to be seemed very, very emotional. Then a complete family, once more we travelled down to Islamabad. In this way, when they happened to reach to Peshawar, the father also was there with them now. All together, the whole family now decide to go to the city of Islamabad this time. And then we went to Haripur. After Islamabad, once again they travelled towards to Haripur, where one of my aunts lived. And this particular place, Haripur, was the place where little girl Malala's one of the aunts used to live. It was our fourth city in 2 months. In this way, during the period of 2 months, they were able to visit how many cities altogether? Almost 4 cities they were able to visit. I knew we were better off than those who lived in the camps. In this situation, the little girl Malala feels that the life which they were leading at this moment now was better than the life which the people in the camps they used to live. Isn't it? I knew we were better off than those who lived in the camps, queuing for food and water for hours under the hot sun. The people, those who used to live in the camps, were living a very terrible life. They had to live in the camp, make long queues for food and water under the hot sun, isn't it? And the type of life which they had to live was very much intolerable life it was. Terrible life it was. So this is how she relates here. The little girl Malala relates here that the life which they are at the moment living is quite better than the life of those living in the camps. For food and water for hours under the hot sun, but I missed my valley. But still, although this life was quite better than the life of the camps, but still she did not like this life in comparison to the life which she used to live in the valleys. Why? Because at this moment also she was missing her valley very much. It was there I spent my 12th birthday. The valley itself was the place where she had spent her 12 birthdays. How can a little child forget all those pleasurable moments, enjoyable moments, the birthday occasions? That is why she is now here very much in pain, in sorrow, in distress. Nobody remembered. I was upset and recalled how different my 11th birthday had been. Even she still remembers how enjoyable and with full of fun was her 11th birthday too, isn't it? Maybe the others might have not been able to remember, but she herself was able to recall back all those pleasurable moments, happy moments which she had spent when she had been celebrating her 11th birthday, later on 12th birthday as well. I had shared a cake with my friends. How she can forget those days, how she had been very happy and enjoying with her friends, how she had distributed the sweets to her friends, cake to her friends. This type of moments, children, nobody can forget at all. The days, those days of our happiness when we were very, very small. The little child, Malala, also feels the same here, isn't it? There were balloons, and I had made the same wish I was making on my 12th birthday. But this time there was no cake and there were no candles to blow out. But it was, the situation here was completely different. The situation and the timing and the place where they were at the moment living here was not suitable enough to celebrate such similar occasion, the birthday which she had celebrated in her earlier times in the valleys. That is why she is desperately missing all those days. Desperately she is now not feeling well. She is missing those moments, past moments, how she had celebrated her birthday with her friends, with her relatives, with her favorites, So that is why it makes her to feel really upset here at this moment where she had no opportunity to celebrate her birthday here anymore. But this time there was no cake and there were no candles to blow off. No cake, no candles to blow off. Nothing could have been arranged here. Nothing it was possible to make it arranged here in this type of life where they were living at this moment, in this traveling from one place to another, which was not at all possible to celebrate in the same manner how it was celebrated earlier in the valleys. Once again, I wished for peace in our valley. That is why finally and ultimately, to get all those good days back, all those pleasureful days back, so that she could continue those moments which she had spent when she was in the valleys. What she wishes here? She wishes to get back those days again. Let the peace come in the valley. Let the peace prevail in the valley. All the human beings, those who live in the valley, can remain in peace and harmony, so that they can live a very happy and prosperous life over there. This is a kind of the little girl the little girl Malala makes a kind of wish here in this chapter. So in this way we come to the conclusion of this chapter. Here it comes to the end of the chapter. Now rest of the work we will be doing it one by one. Thank you very much.